This part is going to be a little more technical because it has to do with optimization of the website. I'm not going to get into a lot of details on how we optimize websites and how we make websites good for Google. But if you have any questions, maybe if they're not too technical, I can answer them here. But we'll go through this section kind of quickly. A lot of optimization has to do with the code of your website, which is the back end of your website. There's HTML, HTML5, PHP programming on the back end. So we make sure that Google is able to read and understand your website's code, because that's all Google sees. It's like Matrix movie. Okay? Google only sees the matrix of your website. So we need to make sure that the matrix of your website or the code of your website is properly optimized and is easily readable to Google and understandable by Google. Also your text needs to be optimized, which means is that we need to have your main keywords in the title of your page, in the text of your page, only once. That's the key. Okay? You don't want to over-optimize anything with Google. As long as you mention your main keywords once on your page, that's all you need to do. Okay? No more than that. All right. Site speed. We're going to talk about this. This is an important topic that has come to light in the recent few months. Google's algorithm now measures how fast your website loads. Okay? And the faster your website loads, the higher you get ranked on Google search. So I want you to take a minute, go on your phones, and the ones who have smartphones, and type in your website URL on your browser and see how many seconds it takes for your website to load. Just do that quickly. Okay, how many of you had their websites come up within 3 seconds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's pretty good. 7. That's pretty good. 5 seconds? 1, 2. Over 5 seconds? Okay. You guys are a brilliant audience. Did I say that already? Okay. You guys have your websites done really well, because if the website is coming up within 3 seconds, then you're good. Okay? But if it's taking longer than that, we had a client, actually we're going to talk about associates in plastic surgery. It took their website 12 seconds to load on a mobile device, and that meant that most of people were leaving the website. They were not even trying to do anything on the website. So site speed is important. And then we'll get to attention span of your clients, your patients too. Bounce rate. So we want a website that, anybody knows what a bounce rate is? Yeah, how quickly they leave your website. So once a person goes to your website and then immediately leaves your website, it's like bouncing ball. So they came to your website, didn't do anything, didn't look at any pictures, didn't read anything, they just left. That's called bounce. And then the percentage of people that bounce off of your website is called bounce rate. So the higher the bounce rate is, that means people are not engaging with your website. Your website is not really bringing them in. So we want a lower bounce rate. And if a website has a high bounce rate, Google can actually measure that. Okay? Because Google sees everything on your website, right? So, and then if your website has a low bounce rate, high bounce rate, then it won't rank well on Google. All right, time on site. So if people are not bouncing off of your website, they're spending more time on your website, and Google can see that. So if your material is engaging them, if they're reading, they're looking at your photos, they're staying on your website, that's a good thing. That will help you rank better on Google.